Hello everyone, my name is Mini Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about objectives of business firm for UGC NET in commerce, and we will see profit maximization objective, sales maximization objective by Baumol, and growth maximization objective by Maris, and managerial utility maximization objective by Williamson, satisfaction maximization objective and multiple objective by Syed and March. So what is profit maximization objective? Traditional theories believe sole objective of business firm is maximization of profit. Obviously, profit maximization is essential for financial security and attracting more investors. But what are strategies of profit maximization? Increasing revenue. But how we can increase revenue? We can increase revenue by increasing prices. We can increase revenue by increasing our market share, or we can increase our revenue by introducing new products in market. Second strategy of increasing profit is reducing cost. But how we can reduce cost? Obviously, we can reduce cost by better negotiation for raw material, or we can also reduce our cost by increasing productivity of our labor. There are two approaches in order to see profit maximization, price and output. TR and TC approach, MR and MC approach. First of all, we will see TR and TC approach. On x-axis we have output, y-axis we have price, revenue and cost. This one is a total revenue curve, that means our income. This one is total cost curve. This one is profit curve. As we know, difference between TR and TC will be called our profit. Here difference between TR and TC is maximum, that's why this R point will be called profit maximization point. And profit maximization output is OQ and profit maximization price is OP. Now we will see profit maximization output and prices with the help of MR and MC approach. There are two conditions of profit maximization. When MR is equal to MC, MR means marginal revenue, MC means marginal cost. There are two conditions of profit maximization. First is MR equal to MC, second is MC cut MR from below. Here you can see at this E point, this one is our MR curve, this one is our MC curve. At this E point, you can see MC equal to MR and MC cut MR from below. So E point will be called profit maximization point, and profit maximization output is OQ and profit maximization price is OP. Now we are going to talk about sales revenue maximization objective. This objective is given by American economist W.J. Baumol. According to him, firm want to maximize their sales revenue while getting minimum amount of profit. That means the firm want to increase their sales revenue but without doing any compromise with minimum amount of profit. Here you can see this one is our TC curve, this is TR curve, this is profit curve as we earlier discussed. According to this objective, firm want to increase their sales revenue but without doing any compromise with minimum amount of profit. That's why first of all we will set our minimum amount of profit. Suppose our minimum amount of profit is equal to OM. K is our profit maximization point and OQ is our profit maximization output as we earlier discussed. But here firm objective is not profit maximization, here firm objective is sales revenue maximization. That's why firm will increase their output from Q to Q1. At Q1 amount of output, firm is receiving profit equal to CQ1. This CQ1 is equal to OM. This OM is our minimum amount of profit. So we can say that C is our equilibrium point. At this equilibrium point, firm is receiving minimum amount of profit. Here you can see our minimum amount of profit is equal to OM, and at this point firm is receiving profit equal to CQ1. The CQ1 is equal to OM. So C will be called our equilibrium point and OQ1 will be called our equilibrium output. OQ cannot be our equilibrium output. No doubt R is revenue maximization point, but at OQ amount of output, profit are very less. We are receiving only TQ2 output, which are very less as compared to minimum amount of profit. That's why C will be called our equilibrium point. At this equilibrium point, the firm is maximizing their sales revenue without doing any kind of compromise with minimum amount of profit. Now we are going to talk about growth maximization objective by Maris. According to Maris, objective of firm is achieving their balanced growth. According to Maris, objective of firm is achieving their balance growth. And firm can achieve balanced growth when growth rate of demand for firm product is equal to growth of capital supply. Here G is balanced growth rate, GD is growth rate of demand for firm product. That means demand for firm product is continuous increasing. And GC is growth of capital supply. That means fund of firm are increasing, the value of their investment is increasing, value of their asset is increasing. And firm can achieve balanced growth rate when growth rate of demand for product is equal to growth of capital supply. GD is growth rate of demand for firm product, and growth rate of demand for firm product is function of D and M. D is diversification. Diversification means we are adding more varieties in our product. M is average profit margin. In this diagram, on x-axis we have diversification, y-axis we have growth rate in demand for firm product. Here we assume our average profit margin is constant. M bar represent our average profit margin is constant. That's why growth rate of demand for firm product mainly depend on diversification. As diversification is increasing, growth rate of demand for firm also increasing. Obviously, if you are adding more varieties, your product will grow in market. Here GC is growth rate of capital supply. Here A bar is financial security constraint. Financial security constraint means obstacle that firm face while arranging their external fund. A bar represent, we assume financial security constraint are constant because it mainly depend on risk attitude of manager. And D is diversification, M is average profit margin as we earlier discussed. Here you can see this GC curve represent growth rate of capital supply. As profit marginal means average profit margin increase from M1 to M2. Growth rate of capital supply also increase from GC to GC1. E will be called our balance growth rate point. But why? Here GD is growth rate of demand for firm product. GC is growth rate of capital supply. As we earlier discussed, firm can achieve balance growth rate when growth rate of demand for firm product is equal to growth rate of capital supply. At this E point, you can see growth rate of demand for firm product is equal to growth rate of capital supply. That's why this E point will be called balance growth point. Next objective is managerial utility maximization objective by Williamson. As we know, in any organization, manager and owner both are separate group. Means manager and owner both are not same, they are different. According to Williamson, manager prioritize their own utility rather than only maximizing profit for owner. According to Williamson, manager try to prioritize their own utility rather than only maximizing profit for owner. And manager utility depend on S, M and ID. Here UM is managerial utility. S is staff expenditure like salary and monetary benefit to manager. M is managerial emolument, that means luxury car, luxury office for manager. ID is discretionary investment, and discretionary investment increase manager utility because fund from this investment manager can use for their desired project. Owner utility depend on profit. Obviously, owner want to maximize the profit. There are so many types of profit like actual profit, reported profit, minimum profit, discretionary profit. And manager utility will increase if all these profit will increase. On x-axis we have staff expenditure. Staff expenditure will increase the manager utility. Obviously, if you are doing more expenditure on staff, your manager will become happy. Y-axis we have profit, which mainly represent owner utility. PP is a profit curve, this one which represent owner utility. U1, U2, U3 curves represent manager utility. At E2 point, manager utility is maximum, that's why manager will try to achieve E2 point. At E1 point, profit are maximum, which will give higher utility to owner. But at E1 point, staff expenditure are less. Staff expenditure are only OS. But at E2 point, staff expenditure are more as compared to E1 point. And staff expenditure increase the manager utility. No doubt E1 point is giving profit maximization, but manager will not try to achieve this point. Manager will try to achieve E2 point, because E2 point staff expenditure are more, and more staff expenditure give more utility to manager. So according to this model, manager will prioritize their own utility rather than maximizing profit for owner. So manager will try to achieve E2 point, because E2 point is giving maximum utility to manager. Next is satisfaction maximization objective. That means the firm prioritize their goals, objective, consumer satisfaction, employees satisfaction, rather than chasing highest profit point. For example, company might choose to invest in employees training and development even if profits are slightly lower, because this is giving more satisfaction to owner. Now we'll see multiple objective by Site and March. According to Site and March, so many individual works in organization. All have different goal, different desires. How can a firm depend on a single goal? So according to him, firm keep multiple goal like production goal, inventory goal, market share goal, and profit goal. So this is all about objective of firm. I think you got it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye. Take care.